Wagwan guys, last week a freelancer in Abuja actually said that she went from making 150,000 naira to making about 600,000 naira monthly with the help of Upwork. But the crazy part is that after almost 7 months of trying to get a job on Upwork, she actually almost quit because she felt that she was doing everything wrong. In this video, I'm going to show you an exact strategy that changed everything for her. But first, let's actually destroy the dangerous lies that actually keep people from making money on Upwork and remaining broke. Most people think that Upwork is about making perfect profiles or amazing proposals only. While those are actually important, I have seen freelancers with beginner level skills make much more than those with who even have a higher skill level than them. I have seen people with zero experience outbid some seasoned professionals on freelancing platform. Remember, I used to say that freelancing is about two things. One, the skill, the experience, the work, your ability to deliver. That's one. Then the second part is understanding of the freelance marketplace, of how to sell your skills. When I talk about freelance marketplace, this does not only apply to Upwork. It applies to everywhere you can actually sell your skills. So the real secret is that most freelancers actually approach Upwork like they are actually applying for a bank job, a strict corporate job. They write extremely formal proposals, and that is what AI gives to you when you give AI to write your proposal for you. They list out series of qualification. I was actually surprised that people do this until I saw one with my own very eyes. He came to visit me. I think I've spoken about that on this channel before, and then they hope for the best after they've done that. But most times Upwork clients typically don't want employees. They want problem solvers, someone who understands their exact pain, someone who can actually help them save time and make more money. They could have other pains, but those are the ones I noticed the most. A web developer in Lagos here once sent about 8 proposals almost every day for a month. Yet he didn't get a response. Then he actually changed his strategy, and then now when he sends like 10, he gets like 4 responses. Instead of he saying something like he used to say before, I am a web developer with 5 years experience, blah 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 blah. He wrote something in the lines of, I know you've hired freelancers who actually promised you heaven and earth but delivered nothing. Let me show you exactly what I will build in the first 48 hours of starting this project if you would let me. Do you see the difference now from what he used to write before and what he writes now? He switched from selling just his skills to offering the prospective client peace of mind, and that assurance can actually stand him out from other freelancers on Upwork or any other platform. Most people think that they need to be the cheapest freelancer in the block to always win on Upwork. That is another wrong thing that many Nigerian freelancers and freelancers in other countries do without being strategic about it. Strategic freelancers can charge $30 per hour for the same job that you are bidding for at $10 and still get the job. The confidence is what actually makes the difference. If they can charge a good rate, it shows their confidence in their skills. And most times, I'm not saying every time, when you pay too low, when you go for cheaper services, you get bad results. Don't just say what you will do for a client. Explain why you will do it that exact way. So instead of saying that I will redesign your website, try something like I will redesign starting with your home page, because that is where 70% of visitors live. Here is how I would fix that specific problem. Then you continue explaining your proposal. Now, here is something that has actually changed everything for many of my coaches. Successful freelancers don't only spend time writing perfect proposals. They actually spend more time researching that client on Upwork, and where possible, they research the client outside of Upwork. Sometimes some clients from their job description on Upwork, maybe they put their website, they put their Instagram page. You can go to their Instagram page and check. And if they have their name, you can Google it. I once told a coach losing jobs to cheaper competitors to research each client for at least 15 minutes before they apply and deliberately infuse what they find in their proposal. She did that in a way that the client will know that, hey, you don't need to tell the client I researched. Just put things in the proposal that will signal to the client that, oh, this person did me better, this person knows me, this person researched. Do you understand what I'm saying? For her, she actually found a fitness client who hired 3 designers in 6 months, and All reviews said the same thing. Designers didn't understand fitness marketing. So in her own proposal, she started with something like, I saw you've worked with designers who didn't understand fitness marketing. Can you see? So the client can connect that. Oh, how did she know? Do you understand what I'm saying? You catch the client's attention. And here is what I have actually learned about freelance audience. That's in her proposal. And most designers miss this. So like, she has stylishly separated herself from those other bad designers that the client had experience with. So she won a $35 per hour job, beating 47 other people that bidded for that same job. Now, here is what the Abuja freelancer I mentioned earlier did to win freelancing jobs on Upwork, and you can do that too. She started applying for jobs that she was not 100% qualified for, but with less than 5 proposals. These are jobs that freelancers have avoided for a week or more because they have very difficult to meet criteria. The client couldn't just get a freelancer. Sometimes it could be that the client is saying that, okay, I want somebody from US, I want somebody specifically from Philippines, I want somebody specifically from Canada. And then you see the job, you are in Nigeria, and this job has been there for 2 weeks, and you can observe that it has less than 5 proposals. Apply anyway. The client will understand that, oh, nobody is applying. So if you apply for the job, the client might take you anyway. So I remembered a particular time when the client posted a job. They needed a video editor who had knowledge in a particular game. If you don't know how to play Scrabble, editing a Scrabble tournament will be difficult for you. If you don't know how to play chess, editing a chess tournament will be difficult for you. If you don't know how to play poker, editing a poker tournament will be difficult for you. So the offer is good, but nobody is applying. I told the client, I've never played it before, but I just felt like, oh, it's something I could learn. I explained to the client that, look, I'm willing to learn this to get this project done. And the fact that I even showed interest, the client was more than happy to teach me how to play the game, and we kind of bonded over that game. So one of the proposal structures I actually use to get responses is to start with a hook, showing that I understand the client's project and read the description, because most freelancers don't read descriptions. I give one specific solution and then prove that I can deliver in every possible way. Then tell the client what to do next after you've proven and you've added link and attachment and all that to your proposals and a Loom video. So tell the client that, oh, something like we should jump on a meeting or hire me. I seldom use hire me. I prefer to jump on meetings with clients, especially if the project is large. Another thing that took that freelancer I was talking about from 150,000 naira monthly to about 600,000 naira is that she realized that Upwork isn't just about freelancing. It is about building relationship. One good client is actually worth more than 10 one-time clients. A client that keeps giving you a job. Always have that in mind. The repeat client is actually the beauty, is actually the foundation, is actually the strength of a full-time freelancer or a freelancer that makes substantial money on Upwork or any other platform. Well, there's one thing I also try to tell my coaches is that you should try to be a consultant to your client and not just a service provider. You should show personal care and give project updates even before you are asked. Then remember that those of us that have now earned thousands of dollars on Upwork started exactly where you are now. The difference is that we kept going when others gave up. The client that would change your life might actually be your next proposal on Upwork, your next outreach off Upwork, or anyway, trying. I'll see you in the next video. Bye-bye.